Do you know who I am? I am Barack Hussein Obama, the pimp daddy of America. And you will not interrupt me when I'm pimping. You will hold your questions to the end. Thank you very much. I have a prepared speech here on my teleprompter that I have to read. I don't have the answers to your questions. I come out here and I repeat to you what they just told me. So get up off me. I'm trying to pimp America here. Pimping ain't easy.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another edition of the Jericho Report. Shout out off the top. What is his name? Neil Munro, who interrupted Obama at the Rose Garden. I'd like to buy you a beer. This reporter from the Daily Caller. Right on. And all of the other journalists on CNN talking crap about this guy. I'll put a link to this story. It wasn't even going to be included. It just happened as I was preparing my notes for the Jericho Report. Man. Outstanding work. Outstanding work. How about jobs for Americans? What about out-of-work Americans, this reporter was saying. Man. Wolf Blitzer. Everyone else. CNN. Frickin' Jack Cafferty. Anderson Cooper. Just everybody. You don't got jack on this journalist. Here's a man with some balls. Read a little bit of the story for you here. Obama to interpreter, I didn't ask for an argument. Don't argue with me while I'm pimping America. Right? President Barack Obama did not respond kindly Friday to an interruption during the Rose Garden announcement of new immigration rules, telling the man shouting it was neither the time nor the place to field questions. Put a link to the story. Outstanding work. Outstanding work. I'd like to buy that guy a beer. Let's see where we're at here. Another shout out off the top to WeAreChange. Outstanding confrontation with Ron Paul. You know, Luke is just, he's got balls of steel, man. I want you to watch the interview with Rand Paul confronted on Mitt Romney endorsement. And for those of you who have called everyone conspiracy theorists for saying the Bilderberg Group is real and the New World Order is real, well, I want you to watch this video. It's about 7 minutes long. Why is it that Rand Paul, rather, can't answer any questions? Watch this confrontation. It's rather bizarre. Don't you wonder why he can't say anything? He can't even respond to Luke at all? If anybody needs any more proof, there you go. Turns out we're not all crazy, are we? Grown man can't even speak. He's afraid. He's a coward, is what he is. He's a Bilderberg bitch, excuse my language. Let's get on with the news, shall we? U.S. death toll in Afghanistan hits 2,000, but many more lives turned upside down. I'm just going to link it because if I go off about that, it's going to be like a 2-hour-long rant. I'll just say, rest in peace to all the service members that we've lost on these illegal, ridiculous wars. That should be outrage enough for Americans to be in the streets. But, you know, Americans don't give a shit. They don't give a damn. So here we go. Armed and dangerous nationwide manhunt for New York surgeon. And below that, while I was preparing my notes, I saw this. Police say they found body of fugitive surgeon suspected of murder. I don't know what's up with that story. I haven't looked into it, but who knows? Could just be a surgeon that went crazy. How often do surgeons just go crazy, start killing people? Or there could be more to it. Whatever. Here we go. Father kills man sexually abusing his daughter. Right on. You know what that's called? Justice. It's my opinion, only my opinion, that any grown adult who puts their hands on a little kid should be immediately executed. We don't need these sick people in this world. That's just my opinion. So right on. I commend this father for killing the man who was sexually abusing his daughter. Awesome. And I hope the little girl recovers. Let's see here. Shellie Zimmerman, wife of Trayvon Martin killer, arrested on perjury charge. That sucks, eh? Have lasers located lost city of gold sought by conquistadors in the 1500s. Not sure where I came across that story, but possible lost city of gold found. Put a link to that. Sky News here. Let's see. Wait a minute. Olympic Games scare off tourists. Tourists are, afraid something bad's going to happen in London. Wouldn't rule it out. Put a link to that. And below that, check this out. Nick Pope warns UK to prepare for UFO activity during 2012 Olympics. Possible UFO invasion. Look out. Let us not forget that the UN, I believe, appointed an Earth ambassador for aliens last year or the year before. I did a video on it. I'll link it below the story. Interesting stuff. Okay, over to financial news here. Exclusive. Spain posed to request EU bank aid Saturday. Of course, this was from June 8th. Some of these stories, I got a little behind because I was away for a little bit. So I'll put a link to that. Check this out. Greeks withdraw $1 billion a day ahead of vote. Greeks withdraw $1 billion a day ahead of vote. Boy, that's a sign, isn't it? I'll put a link to that. Let's see here. New World Order / police state news. EPA power grab to regulate ditches, gullies on private property. EPA going after people's property. I'll put a link. Military drone mistaken for UFO along DC highways. Apparently a drone was being transported on the back of a truck, it looks like. Looks like a UFO. Don't be alarmed, it's only a drone, and it's going to be put in the air over America for your protection. Link to that. Man. Check this out. Indiana, first state to allow citizens to shoot law enforcement officers. Police officers in Indiana are upset over a new law allowing residents to use deadly force against public servants, including law enforcement officers who unlawfully enter their homes. Right on, Indiana. Because I think you all remember a story from last year. I did a video, May 16, 2011, Unlawful Entry, Fourth Amendment dead. Indiana law enforcement say they have the right to just come into your home at will. Yes, they did say that. I'll put my video on that. So I commend Indiana for firing back. Could be literally. Alright, World War III news. Breaking news, a major attack on U.S. naval forces in the Strait of Hormuz. There was a rumor going around that the USS Enterprise was somehow surprisingly attacked. I have checked with the USS Abraham Lincoln, who is sailing right beside the Enterprise. I was assured that nothing at all happened, and that those ships are heavily guarded. They travel with a whole fleet of other ships to protect the aircraft carrier. Nothing ever got near the Enterprise, so I'm not sure where that ridiculous story came from, but I can confirm nothing happened. Let's see, UN team finds body parts at scene of latest Syria massacre. Sadly, more of the same. And Israel should bomb Assad's palace. This is a piece from the conservative papers. Put a link to that. A lot of war drums beaten. U.S. military announces Syria war plans are ready. Oh, man. Here's an article from Yahoo News. South Korea warns retaliation against North Korea command. And everybody's talking crap, aren't they? Holy crap, man. Just a matter of time before somebody pushes the button, right? Syrian conflict threatens to disintegrate into world war. Russians fire warning shots. Interesting piece. Put it below. A lot of stuff you guys already know, but man, it just keeps coming. U.S.-Russia tussle over Syria invokes Cold War. That's from Ynet News. I'll put a link. U.S. deploys its biggest aircraft carrier near Gullies. That is the Enterprise, CVN 79. I'll link to that. Again, nothing happened to the Enterprise, as of yet, anyway. Don't know what the future holds. Got some 2012 news here for you. Unusually large asteroid, the size of a city block, to buzz past Earth. An asteroid the size of a city block, discovered by astronomers, will zoom past Earth but poses no risk of collision. I believe this already happened. The asteroid, named 2012 LZ1, is thought to be about 500 meters wide and will pass within 14 times the Moon's distance from Earth. So it was 14 times LD. So no real threat, but I'll put a link to the article. Interesting, we're having all these large flybys. Here's another 2012 article. Unusually large earthquakes rattle Australia. Apparently Australia had a quake. What the date is, June 9, 2012. It is now June 15, 2012, so I'll put a link to that. And got some weird, bizarre news to close it out. Georgia girl still in pain after healing from flesh-eating disease. I'm not sure if this is the same person who lost her arms and her legs, but man, you take my arms and my legs, just please kill me. I don't want to live without my arms and legs. Who would want to live that way? I truly feel sorry for this girl, man. Is it a blessing that she's still alive? I don't know. If it were me, just my opinion, I would be blessed if I would just pass away at that point. It's tragedy. Just sucks. And I'm sorry. I'll put a link to that. And we have another story on the same, let's see, flesh-eating bacteria. Victim courageous. A California professor became the first known death from a rare bacterial infection. Flesh-eating bacteria. And this is in California. This is a new case. This posted June 14, 2012. Man, all this flesh-eating bacteria. There's a lot of other stories out there if you guys Google it as of late. And I think we all remember the video. I'll admit I was duped by this video. I thought it was real. It's from The Onion. The name of it's classified, where the bill defends against flesh-eating virus. I'll put it at the bottom. Check it out. Keep in mind, it is a spoof. It's from The Onion. But it's very interesting. Pull it up and have a listen to what the guy says. It's less than 2 minutes long. Was that some sort of a prophetic warning? Or was it just a coincidence? I don't know. Let's see if I had any notes here. Where are we at? 13 minutes. Shout out to Ice-T, director Ice-T, coming out with his first film, I believe. Well, it's not his first film, but he's got a film coming out. And in the film has KRS-One, which, as we all know, shout out to KRS-One, who is part of the truth community, I guess. He was in the Obama deception. He is awake. Let's see. That's all I got, guys. Just had a couple notes. I'll put all these links below. Man, oh man. There's no shortage of topics to talk about. You know, all we can do is keep our eyes trained on the world and, you know, do what we do. But remember at the same time to live your life. You know, there is a lot more going on out there than just current events. So take time out to enjoy your life. That's all I got. I'll talk to you guys in the next round. Take care, stay safe. I love you. And talk at you in the next one.